What did you learn in the danger signs of marriage? Can you please tell me in the comment section what did you learn about that story, because it was so educative in our life. We have to make decision when you are going into a relationship. Don't just run into it because you have seen a man looking well, a man has money, and then you decide to go him without even checking for his background. If you have fame like Angel was, my dear, first do research on that guy, how he has been living with his life. Don't just run into a relationship. You might end up like Angel, how she ended up with that miserable Chizito, how even Chizito did to her life. So we as ladies, we have to first do research. What I know, to some ladies, we like money a lot. We can't even do research, because if you see a guy when he has money, they tell you just run into a relationship, just love that guy because he loves you, he has money, but without checking his past, without checking what this guy, is it good or not. But for you just run into a relationship, my dear, you will end up like Angel, how she was. And another thing, how can you let a man film you in your first day when you are with him, and that guy deceives you that this video, I'm going to keep it. It is going to be our memorial video, my dear. Just to tell him, no, you can't film me. We are not going to do anything when you have filmed me, unless you just quit the marriage. Because just know that if you accept that guy to film you, he's going to use that video to threaten you. Whenever you want to quit the marriage, then he will say, you cannot go. I will release your nudes. I will release the video. If you try to leave this marriage, remember that I will release your video. So you end up being in a miserable life. You end up being in a miserable marriage because you don't want to get out of it because of the video. There are some things we ladies, we cannot accept in life. Never allow a man to film you. Never allow a man, even though you love that guy a lot, never accept that to film you, unless tell him, you know what, if you cannot do anything without filming me, let us just quit that thing. Just leave me alone. Because if you accept that guy to film you, remember that one day or one time that guy might release your nudes. We have seen many celebrities, their nudes are out. Do you know why their nudes, they go viral or they go on social media? Because those guys they be with, they film them when they are in a relationship, when they are in deep love, and those guys take that opportunity to film them. So my dear, we have to be open-minded. You have to use your brain before you do anything. My dear, first see the side effects which may come out when you are no longer in that love which you are in right now. Just think about those things before accepting the guy to film you. Welcome to Training TV series, and thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, my dear, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, put a bell. Whenever I put a video, you will be the first to get notification. And we are on danger signs of marriage, and here we do reviews and recaps. Full episodes you find it on Mr. Araya channel. Thanks guys for your amazing support. Those returning subscribers, my dear, you don't know what you do into my life. May God all bless you. Where are you watching from? I send greetings to David from Guyana, Limpopo, South Africa, people from UK, people from down Jamaica, people from Namibia, people from Kenya, Nairobi, people from Kingston, Jamaica, William from Bahamas, people from Connecticut, US, Irene from US, Charis from Nairobi, Kenya, people from PNG, Winston from Zambia, Daniel from Cameroon, people from Suriname, people from Guyana, people from Johannesburg, Soweto, people from Switzerland, people from Tobago. I send greetings to you all, and people from Nacho Island of the Caribbean, Dominic, I send greetings to you. Tina from Nigeria, Miriam Gordon from Jamaica, Peterson from Canada, Agatha Lawrence from New Jersey in the US, Zlaika from Uganda but working in Iraq, Slavia Wisdom from Jamaica, P65 from Jamaica, Baltimore, people from Baltimore, people from Trinidad, Tonya from US, and the people from Guyana, Priscilla from Zealand, and Mava from Jamaica, Joan from Jamaica, Joy from America, and Jacksonville from Florida, people from Oman, Gloria from Canada, people from NJ, people from Saint Vera. I also send greetings to you guys. I really do appreciate. Thanks for your amazing support, guys. I really do appreciate. And if we go back to Angel, as I was telling you that in marriage, before doing anything, first think those results which may come out when the guy films you, or whether that guy films you when you and him you were together. Remember that one time or one day you might get separated, you might get misunderstanding, and then you decide to move on, or whether for him he decides to move on. But if you try to tell him that me and you we are no more, let me go with my life and you also go with your life, my dear, that guy will do each and everything to threaten you, to tell you that I will release your nudes. If you don't stay with me, your nudes will go on social media. That woman ends up being in a miserable marriage, ends up being in the marriage where she doesn't have peace, but thinking that when I get out of the marriage, when I get out, the guy will release my nudes, and she ends up being in that miserable life. And if we go to Angel, and another thing in marriage, what we have to do, communication matters. But we saw when Chisto tried to tell Angel that me, I don't want those modeling things, Angel didn't sit down in a proper way. But for her, she started saying, that is my career, that I cannot quit modeling. She started shouting. She didn't talk with Chizito in a humble way. But you lovers, you have to sit down with your partner and you tell him, before even getting married to him, and you ask him, sweetheart, will you accept me to do my job which I was doing? And you see whether that guy accepts or not. Sometimes they pretend that I will accept it. As we saw Chizito pretended that she love Angel to model, but once he married Angel, then he started changing his true colors. But Angel should have sit with Chizito down and tell him that, Chizito, I'm going to be model because you found me modeling, without telling him, while quarreling, while shouting at him. You might talk with your partner and understand you, but we ladies, we overshout. Remember, in a marriage, you have to sit down as lovers and you talk in a calm way. You tell your partner that, sweetheart, you found me modeling, you found me working, so you have to accept me to work, please and please. That guy, if he has sense, my dear, he might leave you and you do your things. But if you try to raise your voice at him, he might think that this woman thinks that he's the man of the house. house, okay, then I will show her. She will not go to work anymore. But if you try to talk to him in a humble way, I think that guy can even listen and leave you and you do your own things. And if we go to the side of the men, you man, if you know that you cannot, you don't love that person when he's mothering or whether he's working, my dear, don't waste don't waste her time. Go and find that person who doesn't model. Go and find that person who is not an actor. Go and find that person who is not a musician, which you will put at home and will not do any work. If you want a lady who doesn't work, why do you go to those ladies? You know that she is a model, she is a musician, she is an actor. She will not be every time at home. I think if you are not ready to be with those people, leave her. Don't waste their time, because you might end up beating them like just was beating Angel. If you don't love something, don't pretend, because many tries to pretend when he wants to win your heart, and pretends that me I like your job, I will be at your back, I will support you in what you are doing, yet he's pretending. So don't pretend in life. If you don't want something, just leave it than pretending that you love it when you don't love that thing. As we saw Chisto pretended that he will leave Angel when she is modeling. Once he married Angel, then he changed his mind. Then he changed each and everything. That is why I told you that if you are not ready for your woman to do that work you found her doing, leave that woman and then you look for another person, than trying to control her, than trying to leave her to live all those things, yet you won't take care of her, yet you won't take care of her family. Because once we get married, it doesn't mean that we won't fulfill our responsibility. Sometimes we ladies, we are from poor family. If you tell me to quit my job which I was doing, are you ready to take care of me and all my family? You won't do it each and every day. There are some 10 times I won't come and I tell you that, sweetheart, my mom is sick. Sweetheart, we have something this and this to our family. You won't be helping each and every day. Then if you first help me today and the other day, then you will start abusing me, that this woman is a beggar. This woman is a corny woman. Every time she asks for money. Every time she does this and this. So it's better you leave your woman to be working, because you found her working. Why do you tell her to quit working? Don't pretend. If you don't love something, just leave it. We are on Danger Signs of Marriage, and it is found on Mr. Aria channel. Here we do reviews and recaps, and we are learning those things we saw in the Danger Signs of Marriage, and we are seeing what we learned from it, because it was an educative series. And thanks to Mr. Aria and the entire crew for bringing such an educative movie, because we have learned something. Before going to the marriage, you have to do analysis on the guy you are going to marry. You have to do analysis on the woman you are going to marry before going to the marriage. Don't just run into a relationship. You have seen a guy who is looking well, who has money, is giving you each and everything. Just know that guy is giving you each and everything to cover your eyes, so that you cannot look for him, so that you cannot know his background. Even though he gives you millions and millions, but still look for his background, because you might get married to a monster and you won't come out in that marriage, as we saw when Angel got married into a monster, into to this Chizito. Chizito was a monster. That is what I can tell you. But if Angel took her time and then he looked for the background of Chizito, he couldn't. Everything won't have happened like this. Angel couldn't have ended up in a miserable life like life of Chizito, because she did not take her time to know the background of that guy. Because we heard Angel saying that the guy came into my life, then he showed me love, what then, and we got married. We remember when his manager told him that I warned you that don't run into a relationship, but you couldn't hear from me. Thanks guys for your amazing support. I really do appreciate, and may God bless you, people from Uganda, people from Kenya, people from Nigeria, people from Ghana, people from US, California, Canada, and everywhere you are watching from. The people from Jamaica, you guys, you are really amazing. People from Florida, people from Tobago, people from Saiti River, and people from NJ, people from Canada, people from Oman, Jacksonville, from Florida. I also send greetings to you guys. You are really amazing, and stay blessed. See you in my next video. May God all bless you. Bye bye.